Hey yo! Hey yo, hey yo! Okay, how is everybody today? I want to make sure. Can you guys hear anything? I don't remember if you can. I hope you can't, because it's really annoying. So I really hope you can't. But today we are going to be doing some study stuff. So hopefully that sounds fun. Let me check my sound mixer. Oh my goodness. Get the heck over there. Okay, good. It doesn't seem like you can, so that's cool. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I might make this a little bit smaller. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything is a-okay. But yeah, this is to help me make sure that I get all of my projects done, because I have been a very silly tiger and have not been super accountable. No damage, no nothing. I was very happy. Luckily, well, I haven't checked the outside. I've checked the inside and everything's fine. No glass broke, no nothing. It said that there was going to be very, very dangerous high winds. So luckily there are no silly trees to fall. No silly trees falling or anything like that. I don't... There was something about like a tornado or something. So it was at least not by me. So that is something that I am grateful for. Okie dokie. But how has everybody been? Hopefully the like scare of super unsafe, possibly super unsafe tiger did not scare you guys. I'm sorry, but it was just one of those things that it just kind of happened as soon as I started to like do things, and it kind of made me sad. So hopefully we will be a-okay. Oh my goodness. But anyways, we are here to have fun and study together today, or work on projects. I don't know how many people actually need to study, but working on projects is important, muy importante. So that is what we are going to be doing. Oh, I didn't know that it was supposed to have that. Okay. But yeah, I am working on something super fun that you guys will see later. So, but what are you guys working on, if anything, today? I want to know. What will be the first thing from you guys to be worked on? I don't know what to do for this now. Wheel? Actually, we may or may not have something. Ooh, well that sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, hopefully you are able to get all of the things you are grinding for. And then some, which I don't know, what do you grind in AC Shadows? I wanna know. I still messed it up. Tis whatever. Is there? Oh, there is. Well, I will just get rid of that. Are those, do they reset? I think I heard somewhere that they reset, but I'm not entirely sure. I might be silly thinking of that. Did I do this right? Did I do this right? Probably not. And then this one? Yeah, no, I didn't do it right. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think I got it. I think I got it. Not a whole lot, but we're getting there. Oh, is it the thing that you build things for? Is it? I think if I remember the thingy correctly, because that was the main thing that I was like, ooh, I really want to try to get this, but I don't know. Okay, so yes, I did it right. Okay. Oh. Well, still, that sounds fun. I wonder if it could. Well, I don't know if anything could replace RimWorld for me. It's just too perfect. But I do wonder if it could be like a more chill version of, say, RimWorld. Because I've been kinda wanting to do a little bit more of a chill RimWorld, especially because I feel like I min-max it a little bit too much, and that's why. But I don't know. I simply do not know. Okie dokie. My goodness, I can't wait until this is done and I can start on my next project. Oh my goodness. There's so many sounds. So many sounds. So, I wonder. Yes, okay. This is turning out really nicely. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I cannot wait. But hopefully the music is still chill enough to where it's like study time. I guess. I don't know. It's like a good study time music, I hope. I know it's just my normal, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Misplaced. Hello, hello, Gio! Welcome in, welcome in! I hope you've had a good day today. I hope. But hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. How bad was it? Luckily, nothing really happened. It was very, 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 very scary sounding though. So it was a little harrowing, but it was good. Well, I wouldn't say it's good, but it was agreeable at the very least. So I didn't have to worry too much. I think I did this wrong. In fact, I know I did this wrong. The feel when you do things wrong. But yeah, it was really scary. I huddled up with the animals, and they were not happy that I told them that we needed to chill. And I had to stop some fights from breaking out, so that was cool. But overall, it was very, very safe. We were very, very safe, and I was happy. Okay. And then... boop, 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 boop. Oh, did I catch the Nintendo Direct? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, shoot. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about a couple things. Mainly the Discord thing. But I'm excited for some of it. I don't particularly enjoy it, if I'm being completely honest, because that's just kind of ridiculous. But unfortunately, that's just what they want to say what they are. And I don't fully believe that they're going to stay that way. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think it's going to stay like that, because that's just a little too much. Just a little too much. But that's just my take on it. Okay, did I? Ah, we're just gonna vibe. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, I really do quite enjoy my Switch. I really do, even though I've not booted it up, so don't look at me for that. Like, it's been a while since I've actually like played anything on it, so I'm sorry. It's just been kinda there. Shoot, messed up. Well, I think I still messed up. He's fine. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm questioning some decisions here and there, but I'm also not gonna act like I'm above getting another Switch, because that is just factually incorrect. I want to get a special edition Switch at some point. I was very heavily considering getting the what's it called? The Animal Crossing Switch forever ago, but it was not an OLED, so I was like, well, it's probably for the best if I don't do that. They really do. They really do. And it makes me so happy that they're so pretty. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, I really want something so pretty all the time. Why can't you just come out with them all the time? But that's just me being a silly tiger, though. Or I guess needy tiger, maybe. I don't know. I'm just here vibing, fam. I'm just here vibing. My goodness. Oh, but that also reminds me. I didn't really ask you guys this, even though I watched it like forever ago, and I'm kind of sad that it took me until now to like realize I haven't asked. But did you guys see the Sonic movie, the third one? Did you guys see it? Or am I alone in the Sonic movie watching territory? Because I have kind of made it a like need to go see the Sonic movie. Oh my goodness, this is actually really pretty. This is really pretty. Am I done yet? I don't think I'm done. Yeah, I'm not done. They are really, really good. Like, especially for, I don't know, I guess. Could you say that they're really good for a movie adaptation of a video game? I would say so. Okay, now I can do this. There we go. Okay. Exactly! That was my whole, like, idea. I'm like, I'm just gonna see it for my boy Shadow. And I'm not gonna lie, Keanu Reeves' Shadow is really, really good. It fits him so well. Like, a lot better than I thought it was going to initially. No, I mean, I can sympathize, because one of my core memories, I guess you could say, was me over. Oh, they did it differently. Dang it. At a, was it a friend's house, or was I just there? Good question. I don't remember, but one of my core memories was watching somebody at the time. I don't remember who, because, yeah. But I was watching them play the Shadow game, and I was like, oh, he's so cool. He's so heckin' cool. But, now knowing what I know now. Yes, now knowing what I know now. About it, I'm like, oh no, I wonder if they were actually having fun when playing the game. But Shadow is such a good boy. Of course, everybody's gonna have fun playing the Shadow game. Of course! I really want to try. I want to try Shadow Generations. I want to. I played Sonic Generations way back when it came out on the Xbox 360, but that was a long time ago. I'm trying something different with my water today, where it's got a little bit of honey in it, because I'm not immune to propaganda. But no, I saw a video yesterday that had honey in the water. It was like this person went to, I think where's China? And was eating convenience store food for like 24 hours, which honestly, wish that was me, but because all the konbini like over in the east looks very, very delightful, and I would like to try some at some point. But anyways, but they got this like honey water. You like break the thing, and then it's just like, okay, let the honey get into the water, and then shake it. And I was like, okay. And then they were just like, this is actually really good. So I was like, you know what? I have some water, I have some honey. Why not put them together and see what I can make? And not gonna lie, it's actually kind of fire. So I am so here for it. Why did I? What? Oh, it's because I did it. I did it wrong. I'll do it the silly way. It's fine. But yeah, it was like super. I don't know. I find those videos super, super interesting, just to like know what's different between like the countries, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's just something that I've always been fascinated by. Oh no. But yeah, they had that, and then they had something else that sounded super, super good. And I'm always so like amazed by like he kept talking about how big like the chicken legs were that you could get at a convenience store, and I'm like, one, you can get chicken legs at a convenience store? Like, what? And then second, like, they were massive. They were like a whole half of a chicken, like big. I was so taken aback. I was like, no, that's like way too big. Way too big. But I guess, I don't know. It's probably, they're more accustomed to having like convenience, like store food, like food at a convenience store, I guess. So it just works. It just works and makes sense. Right? Hold on. No, I can't do that. GG. I don't. Oh. I get it. But yeah, I'm like severely like, why can't we have any of these cool things where I'm at? Like, why is it so hard? Right? That's my thought. That is 150% my thought. Ugh, like, they're just so neat. Ooh. I was a little scared. Like, how can you have so many neat things? I want to have neat things too. It's a good day to question everything that I am doing. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. I think I did it right. We'll see. We'll see. If I didn't do it right, that's okay. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness. Okay. But no, that also makes me, like, think of, like, is there... I wonder if there is anything from near me that people are like, oh, that's so cool, I want to try that. But, like, I cannot think of anything that would make people be like, oh, I would really want to try that. Because, I don't know, it's probably just me, but I think that my culinary, like, what would you call it? Like, I don't know, culture, I guess, is always, like, I don't know, it seems super bland to me. Super bland, super generic. Like, it's things that you can find other places, but I guess there's, well, I mean, of course there's beauty in simplicity, but, I don't know. I don't see anything special about it, I guess is what I am trying to say in so many words. But that's just me. That's just me. Okay, so I can have fun now. 1, 2. Exactly. You can't really go wrong with the classics, but there are like some that I'm like, if this was literally anywhere else, would it get more recognition? Like, what was I thinking about that the other day? It was not a cheesesteak. Of course everybody loves cheesesteaks. But no, I don't really have the best idea. Not really. Well, I guess I wouldn't say that. I have a pretty good idea of, like, the local specialty, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just there. I'm like, because I'm actively trying to think, like, what would be something that my area is known for? And I'm not really coming up with anything. What did we... That's true. That's true. I personally cannot think of anything, and it makes me sad. Burnt almond cake? Not gonna lie, almond cake just in general sounds really good. Not going to lie at all. But that could just be me. I have... how do I want to say this? I have lately been indoctrinated into the almond cult, I guess. And not going to lie, I'm not upset about that. Not upset. This is true. I mean, I could just go with a good staple of... I was gonna say apple pie, but there's not really anywhere that I know of that is just like, yeah, our apple pies are the best, besides places that are like ridiculously far. That is the wrong thing. But genuinely thinking on it now, I'm like, I have no clue. But we do have food festivals, but I don't know what place doesn't have food festivals. So. I mean, but let's be real, donuts are so good. Donuts are so good. I mean, I really like my mochi donuts that I make. Those are really good. IMO. I need to make those again, though. I want to try making them with strawberry jam. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I don't really have any... Yeah, no, I don't really have that. Oh, had a 4th cup of sugar comparable to muffins. That's interesting. That's interesting. Hold on, where's that one recipe that I used for my brownies? Because that one, I'm not used to having brown sugar in my brownies for whatever reason. When I make them myself, I should say. And I was like, ooh, give me more of the brown sugar in brownies, thank you. But I don't know. I feel like that's just a me thing. It could also just be that all the recipes they're like, ew, brown sugar. But no, brown sugar's great. You guys just don't know. I want to make this faster. The creative process is definitely something I'm going to say. What if I'm smart? That is true. That is true. Brown sugar is awesome. I will definitely have to, like, substitute brown sugar in some things and just kind of see how it goes. Because it is an unsung hero of the kitchen, I'm gonna say that. That is all I'm going to say. It really needs that recognition, I feel. Oh my goodness. Apparently I am hungry. I guess I should have known that before I started talking about food, because food always makes me hungry. Which it makes me wonder why exactly I like using cooking things to make me be more productive when I'm like, that's yummy. Okay, do I still have one? Gimme. But yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna knock anything until I try it. I know, because, like, the whole honey water thing, like, it's so good. Like, really. However, I did have a moment this morning, I guess, where I was like, I wanted yogurt, so I was gonna have yogurt. And then I was like, okay, but I also want coffee, and I'm already having honey with my coffee. So I was like, okay, do I want honey yogurt, or do I want, coffee yogurt, or do I want lemon yogurt? Because either way, I'm doubling up on everything, and I really didn't want to double up on things, but I could not fathom that lemon would go good with coffee. so I may or may not have to try that, but I'm also a little like, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know, it just sounds weird. It just sounds weird. That's why I'm like, maybe not. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that I'll try it, but at the same time I'm like, but what if I don't though? It's really good. It's really, really good. It's one of those things that I was like, well, it works in tea. It just gives it kind of, I don't know, like not a regular flavor, like a different flavor than sugar does. Because I've been using either coconut sugar or what was the other one? The regular granulated sugar or raw sugar. And I like the coconut. I like the coconut. But I wanted to try just something a little bit different. Okay, so I should. But I don't know. I think it might be a little silly. Just a little bit. But who am I to not make silly decisions? I have never made a not silly decision in my life. Ooh, like just like that. Just like that. Turbinado sugar? I think that's what it can be called. Maybe. Let me Google it just to be sure. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. It's the raw sugar. Yeah, that's the raw sugar. I use it in baking sometimes, but not a whole lot. Because it's, I don't know, I can't remember if it's more expensive. I like it, so I don't really look at the price anymore. And that's not a good thing to do, I will say. Not a good thing to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be this one, but I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I definitely say if you are able and are feeling adventurous, definitely try some honey in your coffee. It's actually quite good. Quite good. Feel like my brain. Yeah, it's super neat. Okay, so I did do right. I did do it right. Oh, okay. But yeah, what else did I do today? I did a lot, I feel like. I did not leave, so I did not leave my house because it was still very rainy today. It was very, very rainy today, so I am not venturing out in the rain. It's not that it's scary or anything like that. Like, it's not scary rain, but it's been, I don't know, it's been super, super rainy, especially with the storm yesterday. That was very scary. I just did not want to take a risk of going outside and it being like, oh, well, you're trapped outside forever now. And I'm like, I would really rather not be trapped outside forever, please. I have kitties to come home to. Yeah, that's basically my thought. I'm like, I'm cool with rainy days if it just doesn't, like, mean I have to go out anywhere. Yeah, see, relaxing next to a window sounds beautiful, and honestly, that's kind of how I'm doing it today. Huh. I think I know what I'm doing for this one. There we go. Hee hee. Right. There's not many. Like, you know how when you're a kid and you're just like, oh, the perfect days are snow days. There's not really many snow days anymore. And it kind of makes me sad. Well, I guess every day is a snow day if you really make it like that. But at least, ow, where I'm at, it's kind of not really hard. But they're not often. And I really thought when you get older, you can have as many snow days as you want. But it's okay. Oh, they do. They do. I will say that they do. I have lived many a places that had snow days, and it's literally just like, okay, guess we're not doing anything today, I suppose. And it was super nice. Although they didn't happen all the time, so. You kind of just gotta take what you can with it. Take what you can. But yeah, they genuinely, they cancel school. There will be a thing in like the news or something, be like, oh, school is canceled today, blah 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 blah. And then everybody is just like, heck yeah. And it was just super cool. But those days usually meant extra homework for later, so it was not that cash money. There was always one way we were going to do those, what's it called? What are they called? We were gonna make it up, basically. Like, they built in days that you didn't have to make up, but if you exceed that, which oftentimes even just one, like, day, they were just like, nah, you're making it up. You're making it up, I don't care. At least that's how my teachers were. They were always pretty strict. So, that's just my little anecdote. So while other teachers could probably be like, you know what, we're not doing anything today. My teachers were like, ha ha ha, you thought we were doing nothing today. You thought. And I'm like, no, I just want to not work today. But it's whatever, it's whatever. When you do something wrong. Okay. School was a time. School is a time. Oh my goodness gracious. Bye. I don't really think about school as much anymore. Which I guess is what you're supposed to do or something. I don't know. There's a lot of people that I know that be like, oh, high school was so cool. Or school just in general is so cool. And I'm like, I literally do not know what you guys are talking about. I have no clue. I just wanted to get home. At the end of the day, that's all I wanted to do. Go home, go to sleep. Yeah. Well, okay, I say that, but in one of my classes, I could literally just sit and play my Nintendo DS all day if I really, really wanted to. Okay. But I know that's not what everybody, like, did, and, like, it just, I don't know, maybe I'm being silly, but I really enjoyed being able to just sit and play Fire Emblem all day if I really, really wanted to. Yeah, it's really, really short. But at the same time, like, do we really want it to be longer? That is my thought. Do I really, really want to stay here that long? Stay in class, do nothing, be silly. There was one time, I don't know if it was like towards the end of the year or what, but one of my teachers, they were super, super cool. They actually let us have like a little mini Smash tourney during class one day, and they were just like, yeah, you could do whatever you want. And so, okay, so this is at the time where all I had was my DS, so I was like, okay, I'll join in Smash using my DS. And it actually, I know it's probably silly, but it actually wasn't too bad using my DS as a controller and playing Smash. And it was just, I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, I didn't win, but I feel like I got close, I think. I don't know. I was Sonic, so, because that was the only character at that time I was really good at. That and Corrin. Was Corrin in Smash? It's not Ultimate, it was the Super, what is it? Super Smash Bros. DS or something, I don't know. But it was but basically, it was really cool. I was so glad, but I couldn't really play online with my DS, which that kind of made me upset. But, It could have been worse, I suppose. First project done. First proyecto complete. For the most part. Hold on, I've got to fix it though. Yeah, beautiful. You know, I'm actually gonna do this a little bit differently. Maybe. But yeah, I have a lot of, like, there was one class where they were just like, you know what, we're gonna read The Hobbit the whole time. And I was like, really? We're gonna read The Hobbit the whole time? I'm game for that. And then we also watched the movies too, so that was really neat. They were just like, okay, we're gonna dissect what just happened here, and we're gonna see if it's in the actual, like, movie or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, okay. It was really easy to get me to watch movies in school. Because I was like, it was either watch movie or go and do like classwork, and I am not about that life. Not about that life at all. Okay, project 1 is actually officially done. And it looks so cool. Yeah, there was one teacher that I had for, I think it was it was like world history or something, and they were just like, okay, so we're gonna do Renaissance Italy today. And I was like, heck yeah. But this one person right in front of me in class was like, oh, that's amazing. I know all about Renaissance Italy because of Assassin's Creed. And I'm like, no, like, that's why I'm excited, but you cannot let everybody know what you're doing. Like, no, you're supposed to keep that to yourself. We're not supposed to talk about Assassin's Creed and world history, I promise. But that was also the same year that I my English teacher was also like, video games are not art, you can't actually. It was, I'm not saying it was. Like, it wasn't, but I was like, okay. We can have insider knowledge, but at the same time, we have to, like, acknowledge when things are wrong. Exactly. Like, okay, so my English teacher was so upset. She was so upset when I was like, okay, but video games, they can and should be, like, a good media source because there's like research and development time. And she was like, but no though. And I'm like, okay, no, this is where you get Tiger, who is very, very adamant about things, and you do not want adamant Tiger. Absolutely not. You do not want me to go on a 4-page rant, but she was like, I need at least 4 pages of sources, or not at least 4 pages of sources. I need a essay with 4 or 5 pages or something like that, and cite your sources that are not like, what is it? That wasn't like Wikipedia, and it wasn't like some other like weird source. And I was like, okay, you got it. And like literally next week I turned it in and I was just like, okay, tell me what you think. And then I could just kind of see her face fall as I was like, do it. Tell me I can do it now, because you know I have just given you the exact thing that you wanted, the exact way that you wanted, but you didn't think I was going to do it because I am filled with spite. And she was like, fine, you can do it, I guess. And I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So I proceeded to do most of my projects that year, just kind of like bringing the point home of, you know, maybe you were wrong about this thing. That is probably one of my like worst academic traits. Tell me I can't do something and I'm like, okay, I'll show you. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry your pretty little head about anything that I am doing. I promise. But yeah, we were kind of also like, I wouldn't say she didn't like me, but yeah, yeah, it was tense at times because she was just like, there was one time where she was just like, you guys don't even know how old I am, and I was like, okay, bet. And then I did the math based on things that she said previously in class, like other classes, and I'm like, okay, are you sure you're not this age? Oh no! Oh no! Hopefully you'll be able to use it soon. But what is it? What is it? Oh, I have done improv, I guess, based on video games before. That is super raw! Oh no! That is so... I would be mortally wounded, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, one of... Which class was it? I think it was like my theater class. One year. I did some stuff. I think that was actually the same year that I did everything in English class. So I think I was a little creatively, yes, that is a new word, creatively tapped out for that year or that semester. I don't quite remember, but it was definitely something. I don't even know if I have any of my performances from that year, because I did a lot of like weird things for me, because my teacher was just like, I need you to be silly, and I was like, okay, but nobody knows me as a silly tiger here, so I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. But there was... Oh, I remember that was also the time when I had a hamster. So I thought... It was so cute. It was so cute. It was this cute little... It was a little white dwarf hamster, and it was the cutest thing ever. Very grumpy, though. Honestly, most of my small animals that I've had have been very grumpy. And I don't really know why, but my hedgehog was grumpy too. But our hamster is easy to take care of. I would say they can be, but I would also say do not get any of the tubes. The tubes are just, they're ridiculously stupid to clean, and I don't like them. And you could do, I don't know, let me double check this, because the last time I checked it, which was when I had, okay, so I would say if you can get something that they can like ingest, the jury is still out on like actual cardboard, so I don't know. It's not nutritious at all, so you can use like toilet paper rolls and stuff like that, but just be wary of the glue and stuff. But I would say it's easier to use stuff like paper towel rolls or basically something that you can throw away. So if they go and do things in the tubes, you don't have to worry about like taking a just even thinking about it, I'm like, whoa. Just taking them apart and cleaning them is not fun, because you have to take apart the whole thing and all of that, and yeah, it's just not something that I would worry about. And they're so small, you can't put. I do like, they're not the greatest, obviously, but the little balls that you can put them in, I had a couple of those. Those are a little easier to deal with, but still I don't know if it was just my hamsters, but they were escape artists, and they would always get out of them, so that's why I had a couple of them. But they aren't really that safe either. If I'm being completely honest, there's not really many things on the market right now that are safe for small animals, especially chinchillas, because they're, oh my goodness, chinchillas, speaking of somebody who has had one as well, they market things to them that they aren't supposed to have. Like, I'm not going to name any names, but Big Box Pet Store 1 and 2, you get these little pamphlets for them, and they say that they're supposed to, oh, they can have like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. They actually can't. Chinchillas cannot have fruits and vegetables. They need their hay, and that's basically it. That is the safest thing for them, and they are very happy and content with their hay. It may seem like you need to do more for them, but no, you do not. They are not sugar gliders where you have to make up a whole meal for them. You can't just give them the pellets. But hamsters, I guess, are similar in the fact that they need mainly their pellets, but they can have, I want to say that they can have lettuce and stuff too. Don't quote me on it for sure, because it's been a minute since I've had a hamster. So, but dietary wise, I will say, if you are considering getting a hamster, shy away from the stuff that has like seeds and stuff in it, because they will pick through it. They know what they like. They want the seeds, they don't want the other stuff. So get like a more neutral pellet, more pellety shaped, and then you can give them sunflower seeds and stuff as treats. Or, what was another thing that you could give them? I think you can give them rose hips, maybe? Or was that chinchillas? I know chinchillas can definitely have rose hips, so I'm assuming if chinchillas can have them, a hamster can too. What was another one? Yeah, it'll always take a little bit. One of the things that I was considering when I was getting another small pet, was I have found these bioactive setups, and I thought they were super neat, but for small animals like hamsters and stuff like that, it's a little bit more, I wouldn't say risky, but it's a little bit more to get right than it is to get wrong, if that makes any sense. So it's harder to do it correctly, but it's not better in the long run. Whatever. But basically, it's a thing, and I definitely, like, if you're considering getting anything, definitely do the research. There's a lot of conflicting research, I will say. There is definitely way too much conflicting research. But I promise, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Because it was the same. It was the same when I was getting my axolotl. There were so many things, which I don't currently have an axolotl because reasons, and yeah, but it I guess it's a funny reason, maybe, I don't know, probably not, actually. But when I was trying to get an axolotl, there were so many things that were just like, well, if you get an axolotl, you should find the sand for them. And I was like, okay, I really like sand, I really like this. Make sure that whatever substrate you get, it's safe. And I'm like, okay, so is sand safe? Some people said sand was safe, some people didn't say sand was safe. I opted for sand. Next time, if I get an axolotl, they are going to have the barest tank ever. Because for whatever reason, my axolotl decided that it was always snack time because there was snacks in the tank. So they would eat the sand, and it caused problems, and yeah, but It's fine. I will probably, if I do get an axolotl again, I'm going to kind of opt for a more complete setup, if that makes any sense. Well, I mean, obviously it's going to be a complete setup, but a more foolproof way to keep them. if that makes any sense. Yes, advice on tiny animals from a tiny tiger. I have been in the animal husbandry, which is just animal care, mindset since I was a wee little tiger, a very tiny baby tiger. So I feel like I have knowledge that maybe your average person would not have. Yeah. Like you could honestly, like I've had people come to me even for like dogs and like cats and stuff, and those are like, I would say they're the easiest. They may be one of the biggest things that you can get, but they are by far, I will say, the easiest to take care of, because you kind of have an understanding with that animal. Like take Flurry for existence. Yes. Take Flurry for example. We have a pretty good relationship, I would say. She's my little papa. I love her. But we've kind of got this understanding, I suppose, that if I'm asking her to do something, it may be uncomfortable for her for a minute, but she knows to trust me to like enough to where I wouldn't put her in a bad situation for her, if that makes any sense. And that's with training and stuff like that. So I would say dogs and cats are easier than any small animal, because one, you don't really need too many things for them, but the things that you do need, like, you're gonna have for a million years. Like, I think Flurry has the crate when she was a puppy, but I can use it for the kitties now. I can actually just put all of the kitties in there. And she's got 2 more crates. One I can, like, take with me places. And even the, like, exercise pen or whatever that I got for her when she was a puppy. Because I got it because it was something that I figured I would need. And honestly, it's come more in handy with... because I had a bunny for a little bit, but Flurry was not okay with having a bunny in the house. So I had to tell the people that I was like doing the fostering for, I was like, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Flurry is just a little too much of a menace to society, and she was stressing out the bunny, and I didn't want any more like issues, because this was just after I had another, that was just after my like heart bunny. So I was like, I don't want to have another situation where I get attached and then something happens. And yeah, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. So I didn't want to run any risks or anything like that. So it was a big thing, but it was all taken care of. But anyways, I keep getting off track. But like with dogs and stuff, like you can just kind of have them out generally, unless well, there's a caveat to that, okay? With Flurry, I know her breed and everything like that. You have your eyes off of them for 2 seconds, or you're not home or anything like that, and they're bored, your shoes are going to die. Anything you have out is going to die. So with that, that's why a main reason why she has been crate trained. And it is probably the best thing, but also the worst thing that I have done, because this dog, I swear, she just loves going into her little room and laying down and just being in the crate all the time. Like, I have the door open now, and she's like looking in there like, what if I go in there? And she gets sad when the door is closed. Like, I have, I think, one in here in the stream room, and then I have one in the bedroom. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Flurry was super, super bad when she was a puppy. And I stand by this, like, thought. The worse the puppies are, the better the dog is going to be. And I will have to say, Flurry had the worst puppyhood ever. Ever of any dog that I have ever had. She was the worst. Absolute terror. Just a land shark. She didn't listen. She had her own ideas about things. But luckily, we were able to come to an understanding when she was about 1 or 2 that she can have her thoughts, but what I am saying to her is usually something that needs to be listened to. Because there was a time where I was taking her to go get groomed, and she thought that it would have been a good idea to jump out of the car. And luckily the car was stopped. I will say that. Luckily the car was stopped. Jump out of the car and decide that it was time to be a free puppy. As I was getting her out to go get groomed. And I was like, okay, this is not the time to be doing this. Absolutely not the time to be doing this. Luckily, there was nobody in the road or anything like that, because that would have been very dangerous. And I have since learned that she needs to have no quarter when it comes to coming out of the car, because she just wants to leave and go and have fun, which I can understand. I can understand. But at the same time, I am like, bro, can you just give me 5 minutes to get you all situated with your shoes and your collar, your stuff, that I am like, okay, we need to have like a little, like, exiting the car little tutorial every time. So I have to. I've also gotten to where I loop the what's it called? The lead into the crate. Like, I will put the leash on the door, and then I would be like, okay, to take her out, I need to make sure that it is in my hand and ready to go. Grab her collar, and then pop her out. Close the crate, because if it's open, then I'm not closing the door. And then make sure that she's got all of her stuff. Or yeah, basically, it's a whole thing. It is a whole entire thing that has since been trialed and errored for as long as Flurry has been on this earth. And she's a very, very sleepy puppy. She is very sweet today, but I am going to just call her out just a little bit. But if she sees anybody remotely, like, not interesting, I don't know. Yeah, I guess even remotely interesting, she's just like, I don't know how I feel about you. I don't know how I feel about you. And then she'll look at me and just like, do I do anything about this? Is this something that I have to do something about? And then when I'm like, oh, no, not really, she's like, cool. But she's a very good dog. She's a very, very good dog. I am very happy to have her as my little puppy pup. Even though she can be a little bit of a handful sometimes. I do enjoy having my little baby puppy. My little baby puppy. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't have a little baby puppy. Because having a little baby puppy has made everything so interesting to just see her, like, work. Not really. Yeah, no, I guess work. See her work and do things. She's been, whenever I take her out and there's like a dog just barking at her, she'll just stare and be like, bro, what are you doing right now? That's making you look so bad. Why are you doing that? Like, is there a reason why you're doing that? And I have to sit there and I'd be like, bro, you're the weird one not barking at anybody. But I'm happy that she's not barking at anybody because it would be so bad if she started barking at like literally everything. Because I do know dogs that do that, and I'm like, I feel like I should be not really I should be upset, but like I should like ask if they're okay. Like, are you okay, little guy? You doing your best over there? And most of the time, yeah, but it's fine. But yeah, a little mini flurry rant. She's very cute. I love her. She's my baby. She's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. Even though she's a little bit of a butt sometimes. Not like Sage, who is a butt all the time. Or Anise, who is a butt 99.999999999999999 repeating. But it's okay. It's okay. Animals have personalities, and this is what I have. Yes, the duality of... I adore having my little guys, but there are just some times where I'm like, bro, if you literally were anyone else, like if you were a human, I would not be dealing with you right now. Like, there was, when I was trying to get Anise into, like, the safe spot last night, because storms and stuff, she was not having it at all. At all. But it also didn't help that Spice... Okay, so Spice and Anise have a little bit of a rivalry, because Anise, when Spice first was introduced to all of the cats, she was less than welcoming to Spice, and Spice has kind of been like, oh really? Okay, well that's good. That's gonna be how it is. I am going to heck you up. And I'm of the mind of that's okay, but just know that if there's gonna be like any like issues, I will be the one to take care of them. And so I was trying to put Anise into the room with all of the other cats, and every time I would like try to like not really like toss her in there, but I was behind her and I was like kind of like pushing to make sure that none of the other cats were able to get out, because it's one of those like small spaces, and with 5 cats who have very different personalities, along with a huge, well, I wouldn't say she's huge, but along with a dog that takes up a good chunk of space in that tiny little space, it was really something. It was really something. But as I was like trying to like guide her in, Spice was bapping her on the head, and I'm like, okay, we need some issues to be resolved here. Just a second. So I had to end up putting Anise on a higher plane than the other cats, because usually when Spice is irritated about something, it's usually because Anise has done something, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. However, don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk, okay? Like, I'll put, like, you can have your spot over here, she can have her spot over here. Don't do anything. But last night it was kind of hard, which is okay, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my goodness, what is happening? And it also didn't help that all of the cats were freaked out because it was storming and stuff, and this is probably one of the worst storms that we've had in a long time, not counting the storm where the tree fell and everything like was like, I wouldn't say broken, but there was a good like portion that needed to be fixed, and the cats were very upset that they couldn't go into a room while the people were working. But yeah. But yeah, this is probably the worst storm in a while, especially with all of the winds and stuff like that. But it definitely wasn't. I think actually it was worse than when the tree had fallen upon my abode. And yeah, I think it actually was, because it was just kind of like, it was just kind of windy, I felt like. And then last night, it was just like, oh, there's like tornado-style winds and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Whatever. But yeah. Which I guess is a long way to say that everybody had their opinions. Yeah, we do. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's not the worst, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I've had some places that get it worse. Like, I used to live in a place that experienced, what the heck is that? Monsoons. I've lived in a place that experienced, oh, what's it called? Earthquakes. I have been in many places that have just bad weather in general. But this is kind of like the okay, like the okayest, I guess, place with weather. But sometimes, there are just sometimes that it's just ridiculous. What the heck was that? But no, there's like rainy seasons or whatever, I think, in where I am now, and like it's okay, but I feel like the monsoons have it a little bit beat with just how bad the like rain feels, because like you can feel it when there's a monsoon. But yeah, I've lived many places, probably places that you wouldn't even like expect. Not like overseas or anything like that. I want to live overseas, but moving is something that will, I don't know. I want to say it'll happen, but you can never know when you're going to move, I feel like. At least for me, I could never make that decision, like, immediately, I guess. But I am a tiger who has moved a lot in their 2.5 million years of life. Yeah, some of them are scary. I feel like earthquakes are probably the scariest. Yeah, there's been a couple. But yeah, tornadoes are usually fine if you can get into a place that isn't like no window. Like, it basically, if you can get below ground, that's great. But if you can't, then just go to a place with no windows and try to like put something like a mattress or something on top of you. This is what I have learned. You put a mattress or something on top of you and you should theoretically be okay. Best place you can go is into like a bathroom, like on the bottom floor, and you get inside the tub and put the mattress on top of you, and then there you go. You're in your own little, like, it sounds awful, but you're in a little tomb, and you're going to be as safe as possible with something like that. But earthquakes, I feel like, are probably the worst. I've never been in a place that had tsunamis, though, so those could be probably the worst. I've just not personally experienced them. But for something like that, it's like, I don't know. But with earthquakes, you're just kind of going about your day, and you're just like shaky, 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 shaky. It's like you're in a bag. You are the fries in a bag, and you just put like salt or seasoning on them, and you're shaking the bag. So like it could be like pretty cool. Well, not really pretty cool, but it could be like pretty easy, and you're not really worrying about anything. Or it could be that you're just like on a boat. You're on a boat somewhere. But luckily, any of the times that I've had like earthquakes or anything like that, it's been while I am at home, and there is an adult that is not me that is there, and it's just like, it's whatever, just go about your day, please. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm sorry, it's a little scary. But that, yeah, I don't know. It's a thing, I will say. It is definitely a thing. But don't be scared of natural disasters. The best thing you can do is keep a level head and just keep going and doing what you're doing, and get safe if you need to get safe or something like that. That is my experience of things. So, is it the right experience? I genuinely don't know, but it could be. But I don't know. There's a little peek into Tiger Brain, because if you're safe in doing all of those things, you don't have to worry about scrambling or anything like that. Scrambling is what usually makes everything harder. So like, I know there were like wildfires and stuff recently that like, so my like planning would be like, okay, get everything set up, make sure I have, yeah, it's pretty much not like the movies. They're just the best thing that you can do is just be like not panicking, get your stuff together. Like I didn't really have to do anything with this, but I was asked by Nana Tora, be like, okay, because she loves to give me things to think about. She's like, okay, Nana, I need you to think like you had like, I don't know, like not half an hour, but like you had like 3 hours or something, and there was something like a fire or something coming towards you. What would you do? And I'm like, okay, so the first thing I would do is pack up everything for the animals, make sure they had their bowls, food for at least a week, hopefully a month or so, just in case, because you never know how it's gonna be. Get them all situated in crates. They are going to be staying in their their little spot. And then once I've got them in their little spots, because Anise has like the special sense of knowing when things are going to be happening that are bad. So she'll just hide and I can never ever find her because it's always in like the worst possible spots. So I would find her, get her in her crate, make sure that she's there, she's got food, water, everybody's got food, water, everything. I don't have to worry like anybody's going to be dehydrated or anything. And then get my stuff, and then if I have time, it's PCs, monitors, I don't know what else after that. Chargers, I guess. Chargers are probably the first thing that I would make sure that I have, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. This is like Tiger, what would you do if there was a apocalypse or something? Type of question that Nanatora like asks. But genuinely, it's just like you just gotta make sure that you have what you've got and are just not like overthinking. Yeah. But Nanatora just she wants me to exercise that part of my brain, I guess. So that's why she asks. That's why she asks those questions. I have no clue. But yeah, Nanatora just wants me to be like the best adult tiger that I can be, and not like be surprised by anything. Because I have noticed in times like yesterday, Flurry gets either so stressed or so not stressed, depending on how I'm acting. And since yesterday I was just like, okay, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna hang out in here for an hour or so until the like thing tells us we're safe and it's not like storming or anything like that, like really, really bad. And she just laid down and was just like, this is cozy. I don't have to worry. We're gonna be safe. And I'm like, okay, well, confidence is key, especially if you have other like animals or people with you and you're wanting to keep them safe too. Confidence is where it's at, I guess. That is what I have found. Bye. But I don't know, I think Nanatora is probably, I don't know, I would say she's most of the reason why I'm like the way I am. Because she'll just like randomly be like, okay, I need you to do this. I'm like, sweet, okay, I do that. And then she'd be like, okay, let me know what you found. And I'm like, okay, I will let you know what I have found. Oh. Well. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna bust some of these open. But yeah. Well, I think I've got my one project for today completely done, and I wouldn't say serviceable, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to say serviceable. But I've got one of my thingies done and ready to go. So I think as I'm slapping my knees, so I think I am going to call it there. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Yes, we got things done. We were very productive. The productivity buff has been in full effect, and I'm excited to show you guys how it's gonna be. And then, honestly, I think we might have a study day at least once a month, maybe twice a month, maybe? I don't know. It's the same with Toragaki. I don't know how much I want to, I want to fit it in, but I don't know where I can fit it in with all the games. But yeah. but yeah. We need to do more. Maybe next time I can read you guys some of my, essay book, because oh my goodness, that is probably gonna be the only way that I actually read that book, because I need a fiction book. I need a fiction book so bad, but I really want to finish it before I start on this other one, and it's just supposed to be making me do better in reading, and it's fine. It's fine. Reading in another language is wonderful and all of that, and I really need to just not be so lazy and do it, but I can't. It's so bad. It's so hard for me to do, and I really don't like it, but it's fine. It's okay. But anyways, with that all said and all done, and me, I don't know, waiting or something. I don't know. It's something. I do have to find an excuse somehow, some way. But no, I have to. Otherwise, I won't be able to let myself get some other books. But anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna try this again. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope today was really good. And I hope that you show me in the Discord what you were working on today. If you were working on anything, I don't know, you could just be here hanging out. For all I know. But anyways, I want you to have a wonderful rest of the day or night or wherever you are, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.